If God did not intervene when black women were being raped, if God did not intervene when Africans were being snatched from Africa, if God did not intervene when white male slave owners were practicing pedophilia on black children in slavery, if God didn't intervene when black men and women were being hung and babies cut out of our sisters' stomach, if God didn't intervene when the penises were castrated and the toes cut off and the slave master's name branded in your flesh, if God didn't intervene then, guess what? Why in the hell would God intervene now when those very same people have a $1 trillion economy that they don't want to put to use to benefit their children? If God didn't intervene in slavery, God damn sure ain't going to intervene in the 21st century Holocaust. You on your own, and you will not get any divine assistance until you begin to give yourself your own assistance, because God only helps those who helps themselves. We went through 2.5 centuries of that slavery. We've been going through 4 centuries of white supremacy. God ain't coming. I'm saying this to say we have to stop relying on supreme divine intervention to solve our problems when we have the ability to solve those problems ourselves. Let me say it again. We have to stop relying on supreme divine intervention to solve our problems when we have the ability to solve them ourselves. Can I give you some examples? Let's take the school system. God, please fix the schools. Make the schools better for our children. God is not going to answer that, because the science of prayer dictates. The science of prayer dictates God only intervenes and supplies you when you don't have the resources to supply yourself. So because black people have the resources to build your own schools for your own children, God is not going to fix the schools because you have the ability to fix them yourselves. You only pray for that which is beyond your power to do. Harriet Tubman prayed, but she only prayed for things that were beyond her power to do. Queen Mother Harriet Tubman knew that it was within her ability to help rescue Africans, so she did not pray for Africans to be rescued. She did it herself. But what she did pray for was for God to give her protection while she was saving black folks, because she could not protect herself while she was on the Underground Railroad. Frederick Douglass didn't pray for freedom. What did he say? He said, I prayed for 20 years. Frederick Douglass, who we remember yesterday, his Earth Day yesterday, said, I prayed for 20 years, but God didn't answer me. These are the words of Frederick Douglass. I prayed for 20 years, but God did not answer me until I start praying with my what? Until I start praying with my what? Frederick said, God didn't answer me until I started praying with my feet. With my feet. Facts. Frederick said, I prayed for 20 years on my knees, but God did not help me until I got up off my knees and started praying with my feet. Facts. So God ain't coming to help black folks. Jesus ain't coming. Nobody's coming for you, because you only get divine help when you help yourself. That's lesson number 1. We still ain't learned it. Y'all in church every Sunday, Lord, Lord, stop our kids from killing each other. Lord, stop our kids from killing each other. Lord, but why are our kids killing each other? You know why? They're angry and they're mad and they're pissed off because they broke. They ain't got no job. They've been miseducated. They go in and out of jail. And the same Negro praying to God to stop black men from killing each other is driving an $80,000 car, $400 pocketbook, $100 Timberlands, $150,000 mortgage, nails done, haircut every week, eating out at white restaurants every weekend, millions of dollars on Christmas gifts, 600 million on McDonald's every year, 2 billion on Air Jordan every year, 4 billion on alcohol and malt liquor every year, 9 billion on weave and perm, and you got the nerve to go to church and ask God to stop the black boys from killing each other. God ain't the reason they killing each other. You the reason they killing each other. Stop praying for things you can repair and fix yourself. Facts. God don't be in these churches. The Lord ain't in the church. And guess what? You shouldn't be. You should be out saving souls instead of getting them ready to die. Facts. You should be out saving souls instead of getting them ready to die. No disrespect to the church. I'm a descendant of African Methodist Episcopal preachers. Many of the grandfathers of revolutionary Pan-African nationalism were pastors of the church. Henry Highland Garnett, pastors of the church. Alexander Crummell, pastors of the church. Bishop Henry McNeil Turner. So I don't have no problem with preaching in church. I got a problem with preachers who don't do the work. Do you know the black church was born out of the black revolutionary struggle? The black church was birthed out of black protests and struggle. What happened to it? What happened to it? What happened to it? My Muslim brothers, what's one of the hadith of Muhammad ibn Abdullah, peace be upon him? Muhammad ibn Abdullah, black man from Arabia, said even work is a form of worship. Muhammad said work is a form of worship. So you want to go to the mosque and keep praying all day, but the prophet of your religion said work is a worship. So why your ass ain't in the neighborhood working? Working. I live in Philadelphia. Millions of Muslims, more than any city in America. Where the jobs at? Where the schools at, Aki? That long beard don't impress me. What is you doing for our people?